welcome to the video about ArcoLinux tweak tool. With a Ctrl-Alt-E, we have a shortcut that's always in our fingers, Ctrl-Alt-E, to launch the tweak tool. And we are constantly working on it, and this video we're going to talk about a new tab called Autostart. Autostart is a way to set your system and tell your system, look, I have some files in my .config in the Autostart. In there are files. Please run them. And these are .desktop extensions. So like you would have a docx or an xlsx or something like that. It is an extension. So the system knows, oh, look, here's an application that I should do something with. It actually comes from user share applications. This thing is filled with all these desktop things, and maybe you don't see it, and that's because Linux is Linux. But if you do an LL, for instance, you see every extension, everything here has desktop behind it. So it's a file, and some of them even have an executable, which is not needed. But hey, that's the programmers, that's not us. This desktop file is actually going to tell to the system, if it's in .config Autostart, run the conky session desktop. But this, in this case, this thing is hidden because there are some parameters you can give it, and you can say in this case it's moving to the wrong disk here. Hidden is true, and this hidden is true is avoiding it to show up. And with a super C we just launch our conky, and what happened inside that text, oh, Atom is gonna take a while to load, and now it says hidden is false, meaning it shows, meaning it runs. So that's how things work at ArcoLinux. Okay, so super C, don't need to see the conky all the time, but sometimes you see what's going on and then you press super C. Okay, fine, gone. So that's one of the things, right? But there is also variety in here and so on. So if you want to remove things or add things, you can actually do it in here. You can do it, of course, as well over here. That's the manual approach, and this is the automatic approach. So if you would like to launch something, I don't know, like Firefox or something, some application, your own scripts you've made for some reason, right? So you need to give it a name, unimportant. Firefox is of course important, needs to be the exact name and path, etc. And then the comments, super unimportant, and then add. And you have this Firefox.desktop that's gonna be created. And that's this at this point of time, this is what we've done. So execute me Firefox, try execute me Firefox, and maybe we'll change this in the future after learning it and trying it out on all our 15, in the future 20 desktops maybe, right? So, but that's the idea, to have something to work with in, for instance, styling window managers. We have 6 of them. We have something there that's going to work, and we're thinking about improving or telling tiling window managers, hey, have a look at this thing, what's in here. So that's our next project to think about. So we have a way to make it ourselves, to make a Autostart file ourselves. I know some of them really have the session and startup. XFCE has one, so that's okay, that's cool. It's actually just the same. It's add this, add that, right? And Plasma has things like that, etc. But we wanted to have our own, and the idea is that in the future we'll use it for tiling window managers. All right, that's it for me. Enjoy ArcoLinux tweak tool. We're at version 20.3.75. That already gives you a notion of how many things we've done, how many pushes we've done, how many tests we've done, and it is improving all the time. Enjoy.